What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking into Busch Gardens Tampa today for Cobra Curse Media Day. And as we can see here, we've got the Cobra car out. We do have registration right over here for media check-in. We got to get our badges right now so we can get over to the ride and check it all out. So media check-in right here, and then let's go.
Welcome to Cobra Curse.
Alrighty guys, so we're at the entrance to Cobra Curse, and we have two of these characters right here. The ride's going right now, everything looks awesome, and really can't wait to experience this, but thank you guys for being here. Are you guys excited to be here for Cobra Curse?
We're excited.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna love it.
Alright guys, thank you much.
Thank you guys, have fun.
Unleash the curse upon these mortals now!
So what do you think? I haven't tried it, but literally I'm not joking. When we first showed up today, the very first time I ever saw a cycle. I said I want to make my first ride. Oh, not today. The ride. Tomorrow. Oh yeah. One of the best reasons to actually have Cobra Curse is air conditioned in the queue, so you can just mend into the wall and absorb all the AC.
So we have 4 different species of snakes in here and 5 different individuals. We, up top in the niche of the arboreal section, are the Jameson's mambas. You can see the male is right over here and the female's head's over there. They actually get on very well. On the bottom we have a gaboon viper. It's one of the largest snakes in here and it's about 10 to 11 pounds. and has very large fangs. The Angolan python, you can kind of see he's kind of squished in the candles there. He feels really comfortable when he's all tied up in there. But we've seen him in the water yesterday afternoon. He's around on the ground. He's all over the place. And our last snake is the one, rhino viper, way in the back. It's still very young and small, doing very well, but overall he'll get a little bit bigger and maybe even about half to 3/4 the size of the gaboon viper.
Great, and now I see these great water features here. And the snakes ever go in the water?
We do have our great water features. It's a recirculating system. We're very happy with it. It's filtered and comes back in through the fangs. And the snakes do go in voluntarily if they want to. Just yesterday we saw the Angolan python in there, and it was just hanging out, enjoying the cool water.
Great.
About how long would you say the snakes are in this habitat before they've been introduced to the public?
The nice thing is I asked for 4 weeks, and I got to believe 5 weeks before they're introduced to the public, and we still have not opened yet, so they still haven't been opened or exposed to the general public yet. We've had a soft opening, and we've had the media day and events like this. One of the cool things that we did is we had different zookeepers come by, different people like you guys come by, and do what we think guests would do. And like, you know, people are going to tap in the glass, they're going to shy. We ask them not to. It's not good for us or the snakes, but the snakes have not reacted to it. So we kind of really want to make sure that they're comfortable, and their number one priority is their safety.
Okay. 35 times. Amazing.
You guys read the ride already?
Not yet.
No?
Almost time.
My son's at the job. He does contract work for outside the house. I go, I don't know what I can do to help you. I didn't know who it was.
Alrighty guys, we're here with Brian Morrow, VP of Theme Park Experience and Design, and we're here for Cobra Curse. Now Brian, tell me about what we're doing today.
Oh man, we're opening our second coaster here in Florida, Cobra Curse, and it is a family thrill ride that really targets our 5-year-old riders up around our 10, 11-year-olds, and their parents can ride with them. So it's this really story-rich experience. We're actually standing in the middle of the first air-conditioned story-driven queue experience for any coaster here at Busch Gardens, and we're taking the level of detail, story, and experience to a much higher level, tied with a really great family attraction with unusual forward, backward spinning. Put all that together in a big pile, and it makes for one heck of an attraction.
Now we're in a pretty unique room right now. Tell me about this room that we're in.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite spaces. We call it Chamber 2, but the guests will know it as the central core or the deepest part of the actual temple itself. Here, the Vice Dig Site team have opened up this chamber, and we find one of the snake statues without its heads missing. So this one has not been defiled, and the head is in place. Because we're raising the statue outside, up on the idol, the energy starts to manifest itself inside here, and the Snake King will actually show himself to our guests in a couple different show experiences based on different energy colors, fire, and electricity. So while they're in here, they'll hear the story of the Snake King again. You'll see him actually turn against his people, and then he'll warn us about the curse that we're about to experience as he makes a hole in the wall and flies out towards the station, which is our next stop.
Very neat. Now, we had a user that asked a question, how many spins on average do you think we can expect with Cobra Curse?
How many spins?
Yes, spins.
I don't even know. I rode twice this morning. First time, I probably made 5 rotations. Second time, we were unbalanced and I spun, I don't know how many times. More than I needed to spend at 5:30 a.m., which is when I rode it, yeah.
Very nice. Now, you guys have a lot of different species. How did you integrate those species, the snakes, into the queue, and what was the purpose of that, actually?
Well, if we don't use all the tools we have, we don't tell the right stories, and we don't feel different enough from all the other experiences you can have here in Florida. So using real animals is a key attribute of a Busch Gardens attraction. Snakes are amazing creatures with really unique stories and mostly understood by people. So the chance to incorporate the live snakes, our zoological team came to us and we said, hey, what can we do in our queue? And they said, well, let's put snakes in. So they really drove this idea, and we designed this beautiful space for them, and now we have snakes. And and a Snake King.
Very neat. Now, of course, we have the show going on behind us and everything else. That it's really kind of neat. They have some projection mapping on there. In a design element, what was your favorite thing to actually design for this ride?
Yeah, I like the snake habitat. I think it's one of the most beautiful spaces we've ever delivered. And this room is really special to us as well. Because of the detail and the show and the incorporation of all the gear in the space.
I mean, it's going nuts behind you and everything else. The whole queue looks phenomenal. The ride looks great. We actually haven't tried it just yet, so we're about to go catch a ride on it. So Brian, thank you so much for speaking to us in the meantime. Really
Bye guys.
Long ago, I, the Snake King, Serpent God, ruler of earth and sky, blessed the people with my protection. They worshipped me, and I gave them a bounty of fruitful harvests. As I protected them, my power grew, and the people turned against me. Now I rise again. The darkness awakens, and the people shall feel my wrath. I am the Snake King. Once I was benevolent, beloved of the people. I showered them with blessings, but the people were consumed by greed, seeking more, ever more. And now, human greed has returned to this barren land, and the Snake King shall reign once more.
Alrighty guys, we have a special guest here, Jeff Hornick, Senior Director of Theme Park Development here at Busch Gardens for Cobra Curse. Jeff, thank you for being on camera. So tell me about your involvement with this ride and attraction.
We've been working on Cobra Curse for a little over 3 years now. And it's been a long time coming from our early napkin sketches to opening day, which is tomorrow. We're really excited to be able to present this family spin coaster to the world.
And what would you say is your favorite element that you had a personal touch to do on this?
So my favorite element on the ride is the wave turn over the guest pathway, because not only is it great from the rider perspective, but the non-riders as well, being able to see this ride go over top of your heads and then in the trench on the other side is an incredible experience.
Now, a couple of our users have asked, why'd you go with Mach rides as opposed to some other manufacturers? Was there a specific reason to go with Mach, or?
We have 7 great world-class roller coasters here at the park, and for our next major attraction, we wanted to have a great family attraction, so we were looking in the spin category. But we wanted to do something different. We rode multiple spinning roller coasters in the world, and all of those start and end spinning. But we wanted to do something different and create a new type of attraction. This is a new category of roller coaster. So we worked partnering with Mach Rides to incorporate a bunch of unique elements. We've got the vertical lift that lifts you up 70 feet where you get face-to-face with our 80-foot tall snake icon. And this ride also unveils in chapters. So the first portion of the ride is forwards, then we spin you around, lock you backwards, and then we have a free spin finale to the end.
Now, I gotta say, it almost looks like a spaghetti bowl in a sense with all the cars going around. How many cars can we actually run on this course at one time?
We can have up to 8 trains on the ride at any given time. We can have up to 1,000 people per hour capacity.
Now, we just got a chance to ride. I freaking loved it. I thought it was amazing. What would you say some of the dynamics of the ride are when it comes to G-forces? Are we talking like 2Gs, 3Gs, or?
We'll talk really mostly about the spinning elements themselves and the max speed. So the max height for this is 70 feet tall and 40 miles per hour. But as you experience, the first portion of the ride actually has a pretty good amount of G-forces. It's very, very fun type of G-forces. And then the spinning is very cool because every single time you ride, it's going to be different depending on how you have the vehicle loaded. So there's 4 people per car, and if you have a very unevenly balanced train, then you're going to spin like crazy. Or if you have it a very evenly balanced, then it's more of a slide, glide, and drifting through the elements, which is a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, Jeff, you got a hell of a ride on your hands, so thank you for having us out here. We loved it, and I'm sure our viewers will as well.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Be sure to come out to Busch Gardens to check out Cobra's Curse this summer.
And here we go. We are face to fang.
Face to fang.
Face to fang. Let's go. And we have a little bit of an outward bank here. Woo! And you need to get really close.
Yeah.
And down the drop.
Woohoo! Get a good view of the savannah.
But that's about to change real quick, and how we're about to free
boy.
spin.
Yeah!
Man, we're all over the place.
Oh, wow.
That's like 6, 7 spins.
Something like that.
Wow. Whoa, that's really awesome.
And into the breeze.
Alrighty guys, so just like with Mako and how they had a specialty drink, Cobra's Curse has a specialty drink as well. So check this out right here. It's called Cobra's Twist. So I'm gonna get some ice right here. And then so you select here. They do have a Diet Cobra's Twist. Remember, you gotta add that tst. So we're gonna get the regulars. And see it pouring out right there? It's almost like a reddish color. Fill it up. The smell is absolutely amazing right now. It smells really, really good. Nice big old cup. Let me try it. It's really good. It does taste almost like a pib in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like a cherry pib. Very fizzy. The smell is amazing though. That's really good though. Definitely recommend it. Well guys, that is going to do it for our Busch Gardens Tampa Bay Cobra Curse Media Day video. We absolutely loved the ride, took a spin on it, pun intended, had a lot of fun. Great G-forces, they really have a great hit here guys. But we're going to have more videos from around the world, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I'll see you out on the Midway.